Hi there runners. Weather's getting warmer, long runs are getting longer and blisters become more of a problem, particularly in the summery time of year. Our feet swell up a little bit more when they get hotter. That extra sweat on the feet and damp socks will create the perfect environment to create a few blisters. So I thought I'd talk you through how to avoid them, but also what to do if you get any. First top tip, I guess, is how to avoid them, and 3 different things that work really well on that front. One is really nicely fitted shoes, and also ones that are laced correctly. So the top of your foot, this piece near the ankle, is really nice and encased in the shoe. Your toes have got plenty of wiggle room, and your foot isn't kind of moving up and down inside the shoe too much as you run. Second one is technical socks like these, so socks that maybe have a little bit of extra padding in different areas of the foot. They're man-made fibres, so they wick the sweat away. They're not, sort of cotton socks which will hold the water in, so that can really help. And the other one is, before you put your socks on, popping a little bit of Vaseline or sort of similar kind of lubrication onto your feet, just so everything glides over each other instead of creating the conditions and the little rubbing areas for blister creation. So what do you do if you get a blister? Ideally, you spot it when it becomes a sort of hot spot, or you can just kind of feel maybe a little bit of a hot patch on your feet. That's the ideal point to do something about it. So maybe putting a little bit more kind of Vaseline on, or using one of these blister plasters. So Compeed and Scholl make little blister plasters that are slightly padded and go on over the top. Try not to put these over the top of an actual blister if you can, because when you pull them off they stick really well and they can take the top of the blister with them. If you do actually already get a blister, there's a bit of a debate about whether to pop it or not. So if the blister's in a place where it's not causing any problem, it's not sore, it's not too painful, it's not getting in the way of anything, then leave it if you can, because it's naturally part of the body's healing process. It will get reabsorbed and everything will be as right as rain. If, however, it's in a place where it's continuing to rub, getting more painful, it's growing, it's maybe red around the edges, then popping it might be the only option for you to continue your run. So get a pin or a safety pin. Make sure you sterilise it first, either by heating it up, boiling water, or maybe a little bit of that hand sanitizer gel. Pop at the edge of the blister in from the side, squeeze it with your finger or thumb across so that all of the liquid comes out the hole, sort of pressing towards that little hole that you've just made, and then pop some sort of micropore or zinc oxide tape over the top just to keep it down and help it when you're running. When you get home, ideally leave it nice and open, no socks, nice and clean and dry, and let it dry off a little bit and heal up. Hope that helps, and I hope you don't get any blisters to start with.